Kia ora, haere mai, and welcome Pisces to your September 2015 Taroscope reading with me. If you've been watching any of the other videos I uploaded, you will probably be aware that September seems to be quite a full-on month astrologically, with a lot of variable energies, eclipses, planets going retrograde, and other variables coming into the scene. So I think for a lot of people, they could find themselves in periods of change and diversity in September. You know, anytime we welcome change into our life, we have to accept that there are positive phases to that, and also, you know, the negative side as well, because everything has an opposite. But more than anything, all life, every aspect of it is completely cyclical or cyclical. And so we see these cycles sort of repeating in our life, and we learn each time we go through a new one. Anyhow, today's cards we will be using the John Holland deck, the beautiful colour vibration essence that is connected to that. 4 cards, one for each week of the month, and then a final higher vibrational energy card at the end. Now, for your little background gemstones, I've popped in this eclectic little bunch. They're quite interesting. 2 of those are Merkabahs, and this is a tiger's eye, which is a beautiful protective stone and has quite strong energies. So anyhow, Pisces, let's see what's ahead for you. We will begin with some shuffling. And I do often say these cards are a little more difficult to shuffle because they're just that bigger. Just that much bigger. So, let's see what's in store for Pisces for September. We'll just focus on these and we'll bring in the energies for Pisces. Do a little bit of shuffling. Okay, so Pisces for September. Let's see what your first card is. Your first card is number 9, Material Harvest. Now, and this is the red border, obviously. The reds represent the earth signs, or the pentacles, and the physical side of life. Now, if you did watch the video that I had posted on an overview of September, you will know that the number 9 really resonated in that. I did draw some cards for the month and I got 4 9s, and of course it is the 9th month of the year, and you start your reading off with a 9 as well. So there's a lot of vibrational energy meanings for the 9. It's a very karmic number, it's a very soul related number, our personal journeys as well as more sort of global humanitarian energies as well. Your second card is number 20. Now this is truth, and traditionally in the tarot deck it would be known as the Judgment card. Quite a big powerful card there for you guys. The third card in is number 5, Financial and Material Changes. Again, we're still looking at the red borders or energy, the physical paradigm of life, the earth signs Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. Your fourth card is number 3 of the purple border, which is the wands or the fire signs and the spirit feeling of life. And this is partnership and alliances. You've got quite a nice bubbly kind of reading here, Pisces. Got a good feeling to it. And I note here in this, actually 3 of them, we've got 3 where hands are involved. It's a feeling as if there's going to be a hands-on energy for the month, and I see this one here joining hands. It's like you are either connecting at that beautiful physical level with someone, you know, when you hold hands with someone and you feel that bond. There's a feeling of this coming in. Also something to do with your hands for the month of September, whether this is your creative energy. I have so many Piscean friends, it's really unbelievable, and all of them are so creative and artistic. It's unbelievable. I'm very envious of that actually. But so whether or not it's something to do with your creative ability with your hands, there's a message in here. It might evolve more as the reading goes on. But if you just look across the whole perspective of colour here, we see a lot of that red coming through. Just a red hue to everything, even in the background colour of this particular hand. So I'm thinking It seems to be quite a physical month and a material month possibly, so finances might be on your mind. Also the base chakra, which is the red chakra, and that's to do with grounding and to do with Earth, Gaia and the planet. So let's come to the beginning of your reading, this number 9. The 2 eclipses in the month are roughly in the sort of the beginning of the second week and around about here in the month. I note that we've got the sun here, and I'm thinking to myself that that first eclipse may be an affecting you in this materialistic way. So some of you might find finances quite positive as this eclipse comes in for you. You might get new opportunities, you might see an increase in finances, you might have some sort of business venture that kicks off, or a partnership. There's definitely partnerships in and around you. This whole card is one of good positivity and that feeling of gratitude and satisfaction. The hard work that you've done, you're reaping the rewards of it. It's such a positive card. So the whole beginning of September for you feels bountiful, buoyant and positive. Health-wise, financial-wise, romance-wise, love-wise, everything. So moving on to the second card here, the major arcana, the only one that you've got for the month, the number 20, and it's the Truth card, which would traditionally be known as the Judgment card. So judgment often means you're kind of in this place of judging a whole bunch of stuff in your life and where you are and what's going on, and it's almost as if you might get this bolt of lightning sort of that you go, oh my God, I see the light, or I see the direction I'm meant to be going in. It's sort of cathartic about becoming something a little bit different than you are. Now it really is falling around about that eclipse time. So these eclipses can have profound energetic resonances for months and up to even years for people. So they're things that you will work through. Their energies, thoughts, people, situations, feelings, spirituality, all of this could be not turned asunder but turned upside down and heading in a new direction. All of which is positive because we come here to grow and learn. We don't come here to remain static and do nothing. So these times when the universe opens the door and gives us these windows of opportunity, they're so powerful and they're so positive at the same time. It's a really good card. I'll read some of the words from the John Holland book for you because he does have some rather positive insight as well. The qualities of this card illustrate spiritual awakening, clarity, the revelation of truth and cosmic consciousness. Now, it also doesn't surprise me because Pisces, you are one of the deeply most spiritual of all the zodiac signs. You know, you're the end sign. It's as if you've been through every other condition of life and you've arrived at this stage of Pisces and your whole connection is deeply spiritual. So this card is just reconnecting you with that whole process of your zodiac sign and the spirituality involved. At times it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. This card comes forth to do just that. Evaluation of the past, along with the lessons that you've learned or still need to understand, must now be a top priority. Doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made in a certain area of your life. But don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time, for any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences, more than you'll ever know. Using the powers of the universe and blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What was once not so obvious will now be realized and understood. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. So it is a deeply, profoundly spiritual essence here that we're talking about as well. So it's the connection of your soul's journey, and it doesn't surprise me that it's sitting in and around this eclipse period. We come to the third week and we're looking at this number 5. Again, we're back in this, material world, the earth-grounded feeling, the earth signs. This you might find involvement with an earth sign person around about this time. In fact, there may be many times during this month that earth people or earth signs, one way or another, are playing a part in your life, whether you are thinking about them or acting with them in one way or forming partnerships or involved with them. I think that could be something that will rise to the surface as the month goes on. But this is financial and material changes. So the 5 of Pentacles can mean it's coming and going a little bit. It can feel as if there is a little bit of when I said before about your palms being open, it's like you're opening up a part of you. It's as if you are being, someone or something is getting to see an inner part of you that perhaps they normally wouldn't. You feel as though you might be a little bit vulnerable around this time, and I think the 5 of Pentacles can mean that. It can also mean that you, as I said before, finances may be a little bit tight and you can feel this. You can sort of be thinking, should I be spending or saving, or which way should I be walking? Which one of these options should I be taking? So I think caution is probably dictated around about this time, and manage your funds and manage your bills and your spending. Also health-wise, there can be a little bit of negativity sometimes, so a little bit of perhaps feeling down, or even possible flu-like symptoms is what I sometimes think of with this card. So I think being rested, warm, eating the right foods and taking any medicine that's appropriate as needed would be a wise call for this card. Now I'm just trying to think of some other messages, because I talked about this hand being very significant. So there's a hand in things, there's partnerships coming, there's this, you're either calling on someone to help you with something, whether it's a financial partnership or an emotional need. It's like you're asking for somebody's help, and consequently you too could be offering help and giving a hand to someone in need, and it's going to form possibly a partnership which will be quite a great bond. And I think we just come back here to this number 9. It's about karmic energies, it's about end phases of things, so cyclical changes, endings of periods of time. It's also about giving out and becoming more humanitarian. So there's a whole bunch of quite deep messages going on underneath these cards for you in the month of September, and I think only you will be able to really delve into it and find out exactly what the depth is and what direction they're all headed in. But if we come to this end card for you, the 3, the partnership and alliances, creative opportunities, creative liaisons and partnerships. Sometimes we're talking careers or businesses or financial partnerships here, the formations of that. It's also about your allegiance to your teachings or your learnings, and possibly about going in a new direction, because in the traditional tarot it's a man standing there with 3 sprouting wands around him, but he is definitively looking out into the future at where he's going and who he is, and often it's associated with the creative processes and the potentiality of career. So some of you may even form this new alliance with a new career path, whether it's a business that you start up or it's just a change of job. I even think here of scholarly things, so something to do with learning or taking on some new learning one way or another. So there's all sorts of possibilities for it. It's generally denoted to be a favourable card, and I think even if you were looking at health it would be favourable, because we've got this support feeling here. You've definitely got somebody either nurturing you or helping you, or you asking for it, or vice versa, you doing it to them. But overall, Pisces, a really nice energy. As I say, plenty of the red feeling coming through in the red colour, so chakra, the base chakra energy. Well, we'll move on to the last part of your reading and we'll see what cards arrive for that, or what card. It's the beautiful Angels of Atlantis energy. Oops. Raziel, faith. It is a beautiful card, and it actually comes to you from all, it's the golden ray, but there seem to be a lot of rays coming through here. So again, quite a lot of connection through your whole being, perhaps quite at the spiritual realm. And faith is such a magnificent power to have, you know, especially when you have faith in yourself and you have faith in a positive outcome. Everything around us is based on the faith that it will work, and the faith that we're going in the right direction, and that we're getting guidance, and that we have love and light. So it's such a powerful feeling and a powerful emotion and a powerful place to put your energy towards. So that is it kind of connects too with that card, your major arcana card, which was the number 20, the judgment. It's about, you know, having the faith to understand that you're on this journey and you're making each step towards getting closer to why you came here and how you're going to get to your end point. So I think that's a beautiful message for you of support. And Raziel, that particular energy, call on it any time in the month and really, really bind yourself and feel your faith and know that you've got it, Pisces. So thank you all for listening and tuning in. I really appreciate it. If any of you wish to uplift a private reading with me, just follow the link below the video. And take care, everyone. Have a wonderful September, and I will see you all again in October. So with much aroha, ka kitea noa. Peace and light. Namaste.